Welcome to the Lincoln College Group HE graduation ceremony. How's everyone feeling tonight? Excellent. That's what we need. So let's do a little straw poll, shall we? Put your hands up if you would like to. Who is feeling excited? Excellent. Yes, there's quite a few hands there. Thanks for waving at the back. Who's feeling nervous? Yes, there's a few nervous people there. Thank you for joining with me on that one. Who's feeling an intense sense of pride in what they have achieved and what their family and friends have achieved? Excellent. Yes, so there's a lot of feelings of pride out there, which is fantastic. My name's Mark, and I work for the college, and it's my job tonight just to very briefly let you know that although there is clearly an element of formality to the proceedings, contrary to popular belief, I do not dress like this every day. This is a celebration, okay? We are here to celebrate the wonderful achievements of your family and friends. I'd like to thank Lincoln Cathedral for allowing us to hold the ceremony here again. This is the 21st year in a row that we've held it here, so thank you very much. But even though we're here in these fabulous surroundings, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, they are fantastic, I just want you to know that it is okay to make sure that the graduates understand exactly how proud of them you are when they come up to the stage and when their name is read out, okay? So if you want to sit on your hands and not say anything, that is absolutely fine. However, if you would like to clap, or you would like to cheer, or you would like to give a little whoop, then that is absolutely fine as well, okay? So I'll tell you what, just to get you a little bit energized, because it seems like you're a little bit cold still. Let's do a quick summary of what I've just suggested, okay? So we've got some cards here, and we'll do it split side by side. So this will be side A, this is side B. Right, so can we raise the cards quickly, please? Excellent. Hold on a minute, I haven't even said anything. You've gone too quickly. Right, side A, what's that card say? Excellent. I'm sure some people on B cheered then as well. Right, side B, what's that card say? Right. Side A, that was atrocious. Side B beat you there. Right, you've got a chance to redeem yourselves. Right, what have we got next? Whoa. Okay. Right, you're very good at this. Right, side B this time, you go first. Okay, right. Side A, this is your time to redeem yourself, remember? I need you to whoop. Okay. Well, you sort of get the message anyway, I think. And we've got one last one. One last card. And you can all do this together. There's no competition this time. What have we got? Okay. So, my message to you all is enjoy the evening and thank you very much.
distinguished friends, graduands and guests, on behalf of the Dean and Chapter of Lincoln Cathedral, I offer you a very warm welcome to these graduations. It's a time of celebration of your hard work and achievement, so I hope you'll feel relaxed and at home here this evening and are able to enjoy yourselves. It's also a time when we give thanks for staff, parents and guardians, friends and partners who've supported us in our time of study. And as you look forward to your next steps, may I be among the first to wish you every happiness and success in the future months ahead. And may God be with you. Amen.
Thank you, Chancellor, for your kind words of welcome. Honoured guests, Lincoln City Sheriff, the Mayor of Lincoln, Deputy Mayor of Gainsborough, the Mayor of Newark, representatives of West Lindsey District Council, BG University, the University of Hull, our guests from Romania, fellow Lincoln College and Lincoln College International board members, employer representatives, and in particular, graduating students, family and friends, I bid you a very warm welcome. We are particularly delighted to welcome our guest of honour and speaker, Councillor Martin Hill, OBE, leader of Lincolnshire County Council and Greater Lincolnshire Local Enterprise board member. Like many of us here tonight, Martin didn't opt to go to university at 16. No, he chose to go to college, taking up a more vocational career route. We look forward to hearing more about Martin's experience, as well as his thoughts on the vital role further education colleges playing in ensuring a vibrant economy and a social landscape for the county, not least for our new graduates. Thank you, Martin. We are once again indebted to the Dean and Chapter for allowing us to hold our graduation in this most iconic and splendid building, which has been an inspiration to many who have lived, worked and studied in the city and county over numerous generations. It is certainly both fitting and an honour for students who, with diligence, dedication, dignity and determination, have now completed their studies and are graduating from Lincoln College. Not only should they be proud of their achievements and success, but so too should their friends, fellow students, family and teaching staff. All have no doubt played their part along the way, some perhaps with more affection than others, but no doubt all with an abundance of care, support and respect. In an ever-changing world, not least in terms of the world of work, ensuring our students have the skills they and their employers need is an increasing focus of Lincoln College. For many of our students, the completion of their course marks the first steps towards employment. For others, it may be part of a career change or need to upskill or retrain. All, I'm sure, are better placed and equipped to realise their work and career aspirations. Certainly, for those whom the college has been a first introduction to skills training and professional learning, then we hope that whilst they may complete their studies for the time being and will enjoy a well-deserved break, that we can welcome them back. Whether it is to advance your studies, retrain or upskill, we truly hope we can be a part of your success throughout your career. At the heart of the organisation is the passion to empower and enrich all our students so they can take on roles with employers or even opt to go self-employed or start their own business. On behalf of the board and staff, I congratulate you on your success and wish you all the best for the future. And I hope you'll remember your time at Lincoln College with fond affection, along with the role or rather the special people, staff and students have played in their part in your journey so far. We are truly proud of all the students that have graduated tonight, not just for what they've achieved, but also for choosing Lincoln College for further and higher education as their place to study. Please can I ask you to join me in applauding their success. Finally, I would like to give thanks to our staff for their outstanding work and unprecedented commitment to their teaching and learning outcomes, all of which is focused on the success of the student. I would also like to thank fellow board members who give freely of their time and expertise to ensure the college not only prospers, but meets the needs of students now and in the future. Please may I ask you to join me in thanking staff and members of the board. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce and call upon the Chief Executive of Lincoln College Group, Gary Headland, to give his address.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests. It's great to be here again. I'd like to add my thanks to those expressed by our chairman just a moment ago. We're extraordinarily proud to be here and to serve here in Lincoln, in Lincolnshire. And I'd like to thank not only all of you for being here with us this evening, but also take this opportunity to thank the chair and the entire board of corporation, both here serving with us today and former governors, many of whom have joined us again this evening as a further demonstration of their altruism for our community. These are voluntary roles, and people give an enormous amount of time to help us to serve our community, and I'm always extraordinarily grateful for that. In a few moments, I'm going to have 3 asks of all of us. But first, and we're introducing this year some new touches to really bring this alive, to add the human dimension to what this ceremony is all about. First, I'm going to show a short video. And that video is going to involve 3 of our students who've given time to talk to us about the relevance of the higher education that they've undertaken with us and the quality of it and how it's touched their lives through their time with us. So if we may just play that video now, and then I'll come back in a few moments.
Yeah, it was fantastic. You know, in terms of the supervisors, you've probably got some of the most reputable supervisors in Chinese medicine within the UK. You'll probably find even in China you won't get the level of expertise being shared. It just so happens that you've got incredible knowledge between the 3 of them, and they all bring a very unique approach to it. Yeah, I mean, again, it's been a phenomenal experience for me. You know, I've really enjoyed the whole process. You know, there's a few things that you kind of get into the rhythm of, but once you're in the rhythm of it, it's been perfect. You know, you've got the city close by. It's a very pretty city as well. So for me, it feels like this was the perfect choice for the course that I'm studying.
I chose to study with Lincoln College. It's local, so it has a great reputation locally. My place of work is local, and I also live in Lincoln as well. So for me, not only was it convenient, but it's great to have a college locally that invests in people and has a good reputation. I like the facilities, so it's got a great library, which I used a lot this year. They also have great staff members there, so there were people that helped me kind of get back into studying, so they supported me with referencing and just generally helped me to get back into study life, which I really enjoyed and remembered from my level 3 course as well. Yeah, so it's really exciting to be graduating with Lincoln College. I mean, professionally for the business, it's great for them as it's great for me. So, you know, not only am I working in a management capacity, but I now have the qualification to sit alongside that. So for the business, it's great. And then for me personally, I think to get back into studying and show yourself that no matter how long it's been, you can do it, and if you put 100% into something, you will get 100% back. So it's been a great experience for me personally and professionally as well.
Oh, college all the way. I know I would struggle at university with the contact we have with the tutors and the support, and I know here the tutors, they're always there. You knock on the window, they'll support you. Email them, they'll support you. They don't hand things to you, they just give you the skills to go away and look, and so you're working in the right direction. And I know without them, I wouldn't have got the grade I got, because it was down to them as much as me, just the guidance and the support throughout the first 3 years, so yeah.
So we work with many universities, both of the excellent universities here in Lincoln, but also others, and many of them are represented with us here this evening. Our role in higher education is not to compete with those universities, but to complement them in line with our mission. And our mission is to be employer-led, producing a highly skilled and productive local workforce. That's the last bit of management jargon you hear this evening, but we take that really seriously. Employer-led means engaging with employers, and there are many employers in the room really understanding and predicting your needs so that we can produce the education, whether it's vocational education or broader academic and higher education. So back to my three asks of all of us. Two, in fact, are for every single person in this room, and then the last of the asks will be for those graduating here this evening. So the first is probably quite obvious. Let's just remember why we're here this evening. Let's really get into the mood of the evening. Let's experience joy. Let's experience celebration. Celebration for extraordinary hard work. Many of the people graduating this evening they work really hard, they're growing businesses or they're working in businesses while also studying in order to improve their opportunities in their careers and some to break into great careers. So let's enjoy this evening, hence the warm-up act earlier. Let's just be informally formal. You can't be utterly informal in all this get-up, can you? But let's just try and enjoy the evening and just get a sense of joy. And in this magnificent cathedral, that's kind of easy to do, right? The second ask, unashamedly, first time I've done this in 5 years, but unashamedly, my ask is for help, for you to help us as one of your colleges here in the city. There are 2 universities and 2 colleges, and we've been here now for 133 years. And I said at the outset, and I meant every word of it, we're extraordinarily proud to serve the people of Lincoln and the surrounding communities in Gainsborough and in Newark. And we take our role as part of this community very seriously. But times are getting really tough. And I say that unashamedly, things are really tough right now. So we do need your help. We don't need you to dig deep in your pockets. Don't worry, there won't be a great big collection, and we will let you out before you contribute to our cause this evening. But please just help. If you enjoy this experience and you really get into the joy of the evening, perhaps you might help us by channeling some of that joy in support of us, not just this evening, but tomorrow and next day, next month, next year, by either studying with us or asking others to study with us. We're your college. We will survive and thrive with your support. We're part of your community. And genuinely, I am unashamed to stand here and say, please help us. We are still open for business for this academic year. We are still taking students until mid-October, and that's not always well known. It's not a hard sell. It is a message to everybody, irrespective of your age or where you are in your life. We are open, and we're very willing to have a conversation with you if you would like to study during the current academic year. The final ask, and this is my favourite bit because I get to talk directly to those graduating this evening. Yes, enjoy the evening, and I'm going to put a little bit of a damper on it, so just bear with me for just a moment, because I'm going to say to you, it isn't the end. It might feel like it this evening, and you're going to hoot and roar and perhaps go and have a drink or two, and it's absolutely right that you take some time to celebrate. But here's my ask of you. Think and reflect. When we reflect, we learn. When we reflect, we plan, and we think about our futures. We have some guests with us today, all the way from Romania, and they're here in the room, enjoying the event, and we're hoping to partner with them both in Romania and here in Lincolnshire, and a really interesting and exciting new project. But the conversation I had with the senior business leader who is with us today was all about lifelong learning. And I'm going to be generous and say he's younger than I am, and I'm now starting to get quite old, 50 next year, slightly worried about that. But I'm still learning every single day and putting myself through learning. So my message and my ask is we're never too old to learn. Think, please, 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 of this as a moment of commencement, not of conclusion. Now, you might not want to rush to sign up first thing tomorrow morning to get and do some more education, but don't leave it too long. Have a plan for your lifelong learning. If the chief executive that was here from Romania today can find time for lifelong learning, then perhaps there's a lesson for all of us, which is we're never too old to learn. And if we don't offer the program that you want in order to get to the next stage in your life, tell us and we'll innovate. We'll work with you in order to create the programs for you to succeed. So please stay in touch and allow us to serve you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in a little while to present some awards. Right now I'm going to hand over to Mark Locking and to our guest of honour, Chancellor Hill, and we're going to commence the award ceremony. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our Lincoln College graduates for 2018. Please be very generous in your congratulations and celebrations of their achievements. The BA Honours, Lens-Based Media, Shana Barnes. Richard Callow. Georgina Devlin. Suzanne Squires. The BSc Honours, Herbal Medicine, Yekaterina Barrett. Emily Cartwright. Catherine Claudius Coll. Martin Eddy. Katia Goll. Ghislaine Headland Varney. Erica Jones. Yana Ladvinikova. Aya Momoy. Joan Newton. Yerizina Silva. The BSc Honours, Acupuncture, Alan Brown. Bryony Dowson. Inchi Wanji. The BSc in Complementary Medicine, Nansen Lin. The BSc Honours Sports Coaching, Development and Pedagogy, Daniel Lowe. The BSc Hons Sports Therapy, Tracy Fleming. The Foundation Degree Sports Coaching, Education and Development, Matthew Hootson. The Foundation Degree Sports Therapy, Health and Fitness, Tony Palmer. The HNC Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering Level 4, Thomas Hill. Ryan Maxted. Joseph Stanbridge. Jack Taylor. The HND Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Andrew Bell. The HNC Diploma in Mechanical Engineering, Amy Adams. Jason Ems. Sebastian Rizzani. HND in Mechanical Engineering, Susan Garrick. The BA Honours Social Science, Justin McRoberts. Emily Pickering. Megan Roper. Yavor Shurilov. Elizabeth Snowden. Paula Suchiyu. The HNC Diploma in Construction and the Built Environment, Civil Engineering, Liam Breen. Rachel Casey. Sophie Harwood. Emily Stevenson. The HNC Construction and the Built Environment, Rebecca Balfour. Oliver Meakin. Anna Skeeth. Tammy Watkinson. The HND Construction and the Built Environment Civil Engineering, Ashley Bean. Harfan Garthor. The HNC in Travel and Tourism Management Level 4, Ethan Miller. Level 5 Diploma in Education and Training, Lloyd Devlin. Sharon Jane Filtness. Claire Gibbons. Natalie Smith. The HNC Computer Science, Lewis Parker. The HND Computer Science, Nye Bett. Callum Darling. Josh Hilton. Alistair Key. William Lemin. Stevie Mallion. Joshua McCone. Shannon Pacey. Simon West. The Higher Apprenticeship Diploma in Business and Professional Administration Level 4, Fiona Barlow. Catherine Coney. Genevieve Coy. Lindsay Edwards. Tracy Harriman. Can I just ask, is that Abigail? Abigail Clayson. Sandra Hardy. Tracy Harriman. Katie Lucas. Gemma McGee. Joanne Wilson. City and Guilds Certificate in Education and Training Level 4, Adam Crowther. Amanda Dawson. Joe Proctor. Paul Staples. Well done, Paul. Philip Ward. The Association of Accounting Technicians Professional Diploma in Accounting Level 4, Amy Ballard. Rosie Bennett. Catherine Brooks. Karen Creed. Bethany Dickinson. Francis Holmes. Susanna Hopton. Michael On. Lois Pack. Victoria Paddock. Stacey Pollard. Thomas Prescott. Kaylee Marie Rick. Paula Rowett. Ben Smith. Stacey Thomas. Rachel Walker. Higher Apprenticeship Diploma in Accounting, Ben Slight. Billy Toulson. Carla Ray. The Cash Diploma in Leadership for Health and Social Care and Children and Young People Services Level 5, Gavin Keynes. Jamie Coggan. I would now like to invite Penny Lee, Chair of the Lincolnshire branch of the CIPD, to present graduation certificates to the CIPD Level 5 Intermediate Certificate in HR Management. Alex Butcher. Alicia Dickinson. Victoria Duff. Hayley Elsom. Holly Garnett. Emma Hendry. Helen Jones. Natalia Kloss. Laura Lowe. Mark Menezes. Chloe Neslin. Kerry Parks. Lauren Parsley. Victoria Richardson. Sarah Vickers. Charlotte Ward. Oh, she's there. I'd now like to welcome Chancellor Martin Hill back to the presentation to present our special Lincoln College Higher Education Awards to students who have shown extraordinary achievements and exceptional commitments to their programmes. Before I do so, can I please welcome for the first time to the stage, although he's been here on video format to receive his degree for the BSc Honours Acupuncture, Brett Robertson. So our first award is for outstanding commitment to a higher education programme. This award goes to a BSc Herbal Medicine graduate. This graduate has been managing a range of severe and ongoing complex health problems that required more than one operation during the 3 years of the course. She needed significant adaptations to be able to study. In spite of this, she didn't even take any significant extensions to her assignments, and her attendance was excellent. At the start of her first year, she said that she would be happy just to complete 1 year, and that this would be an enormous achievement. However, she actually managed to complete the course in just 3 years without any interruptions. And the winner is Yerizina Silva. The second award is for outstanding academic achievement. This award aims to recognise exceptional academic achievement, and it goes to a BA Social Science graduate. This graduate has gained a first class honours degree on BA Social Science. She gained this by not only her intellect, but combined hard work and tenacity. Throughout the degree, she has overcome many obstacles, including working full-time night shifts at a local food production facility with management responsibilities and the small matter of getting married. She did all this while submitting all work on time and consistently gaining high grades throughout her studies. She is planning to stay with the college to study for a professional graduate diploma in education, training and skills. And the winner is Paula Suchiyu. The third award is for outstanding contribution to industry. This award goes to a BSc acupuncture graduate. This graduate has been practicing complementary medicine for a number of years, and in order to provide a wider range of therapies, he joined the BSc acupuncture course. Not only did he make significant contributions to the classroom discussions from a practitioner's perspective, he also encouraged other classmates to participate in discussion and regularly offered support to his fellow students in clinical practice. The acupuncture team thereby nominate him for this award for his significant contributions to the acupuncture course and profession, and the winner is Brett Robertson.
Councillor Hill, thank you very, very much, and we'll hear from you in a few moments, and we're really looking forward to that. And Mark, thank you as always for reading out the names so well, but thank you most sincerely, my heartfelt thanks for your work all year round and the work of all of your teaching staff and all of the support staff who help the teaching staff to achieve the best possible learning that we can. So thank you very much indeed to all of you. In a moment, I'm going to make our final award of the evening, but just to wrap that up, I've said this a few times in different fora, but I mean it every single time. For those that have graduated here this evening, our memories do this thing to us where we don't actually remember what was said. There's very little chance of you remembering what was said this evening, and you probably won't remember in time what we did here this evening, other than there was a stage and you walked about it. But please, I'm absolutely confident that you'll remember how you felt at this moment in your lives and your families, how they feel watching you graduate. And I hope that is a sense of extraordinary pride, as we are extraordinarily proud of you. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd just join me in a round of applause for our graduating students. So I hope what you saw this evening was the really diverse range of higher education that we provide in order to meet the needs of employers and those wishing to go into employment or to advance in their current industry or sector. That requires partnership working, and each year we work with masses of stakeholders across our communities, both in the public sector, in the private sector, and in the third sector. And 4 years ago, we introduced a new process where each year we choose to recognize somebody who has worked with us tirelessly to help us to achieve our mission. Last year, it was the Royal Air Force, and I'm delighted to see one of our companions, Group Captain Paul Clerk, here on the front row, alongside many of our former governors who have been made companions of the college in recognition of their service. This evening, we're going to recognise Chancellor Colin Davey. Colin has become a great friend, and I'm extraordinarily proud to be able to recognise his work for us this evening. A county councillor of Lincolnshire County Council, but also a director of the Greater Lincolnshire Local Enterprise Partnership, and a range of other functions that Colin fulfills. I often describe him, when talking about him very politely behind his back, as a joiner-upper of dots. And you'll forgive me, I hope, for that extraordinarily bad English. But Colin is exactly that. He's a joiner-upper of dots. He's one of those people in a community that brings folk together. He can see an opportunity, and he can see that a group of stakeholders working collaboratively in the spirit of cooperation can achieve something extraordinary if they just put their minds together and if they just come together in a room. And he has that really excellent knack of spotting the opportunity and bringing us together. And he's done that many, many times. I'm delighted to welcome the new Chief Executive of the County Council and the leader of the County Council. And there's a big spirit of teamwork, of cooperation. Team Lincoln you'll often hear about, but this is people across public, private and third sector in this great city, in this great county, this great part of the world, working collaboratively to make a difference. And Colin does that just in spades. He's just a terrific member of our community. He's a great friend of the college. He goes out of his way at every single opportunity to support us. And I'm delighted to recognise him this evening by making him a companion of the Lincoln College Group. Colin.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course the stars of tonight's event, our graduates. And thank you, Gary, for your very kind words and introduction. Firstly, let me congratulate all of you on the successful conclusion to your hard work. Education and training is the greatest gift one generation passes to the next, and a subject I've always been passionate about. I know that the team here at Lincoln College are also passionate about helping all students, whatever the course or ambition they have pursued, to realise their full potential. So this event tonight is not just about individual successes, but about the work and effort put in by everyone on the team that Gary leads. All of your work and your success is an enormous credit to you, to this college and to this county. Every one of you should be incredibly proud of what you have achieved. The fact that this college has multiple sites here in Lincoln, but also at Newark and Gainsborough, and operational facilities in China and the Middle East, shows its own ambition for success. Working with over 1,200 businesses to ensure our economy of the future has the right skilled people to take it forward shows how good the leadership is at Lincoln College. In my role working with the county executive to ensure Lincolnshire has a strong economy for the future means training, skills and higher education play a large part in shaping our decision making. It has been a huge pleasure to work with you and the team here as we travel on that journey together. I believe strongly that the best years for our country and our county are ahead of us, whatever temporary issues may exist. The world of the future will be incredibly different to the one we inhabit tonight. It will, however, be a world of opportunity for all of you graduating tonight. So whether you go into the world of work for a major employer, whether you join a small business, go on to further education or start your own business and become an entrepreneur, always hold this place, Lincoln College and our wonderful county, in your hearts. Lincolnshire is a place of growth, and it is a place where you can grow and achieve anything you may desire. So in celebrating your success tonight, let's also celebrate the quality of how you have been taught, and thank the team here at Lincoln College for how they have supported you. I'm sure there are very proud parents and grandparents with you tonight. Let's also celebrate the support they give to everyone who is learning and training for their future careers. Thank you, Gary, and the board here at Lincoln College for this honour and recognition. I am truly grateful that you consider me worthy of it. Thank you.
Thanks once again, Colin, and we have a couple of gifts for you later on at the after party. So our final speaker this evening, before I do the sort of wrap up, is Chancellor Hill, and you've heard him introduced earlier by our chairman. We're extraordinarily grateful to him for giving his time here this evening, but we're much more grateful for the support we get all year round from the County Council, working tirelessly on our behalf in our community. So without further ado, Councillor Hill, the floor is yours.
Well, good evening, and thank you for inviting me to the Lincoln College Group graduation ceremony. I think, first of all, I owe you an apology. Because when I came in and was sitting there and looking at this magnificent spectacle, and can I say what a magnificent sight you all look. Congratulations to all of you for really doing this site and this ceremony justice. My phone was on silent in my pocket, and it was one of those kept on ringing, and then there was a message, and it was persistent ringing, and you're sitting there thinking, whoever it is, it's very important. I better, what do I do? I'm in the house of God. I mean, it's a very important ceremony. Lots of people looking at me. And it just wouldn't stop. So in the end, I'm afraid I just thought something must have gone badly wrong. Keith, our chief executive, looked very calm. So I was thinking, probably nothing to do with the county council, but this sounds really serious. So in the end, I'm afraid, Gary, while you were speaking, I snuck a little look, and it was from home. It was my wife. Saying, I can't get in the house, I'm locked out. And the story of this is actually, we've got having a new boiler fitted, and there's heating engineers who are coming in. So I was there all morning, and I had said, I have to go. My wife's out at work today, so I said, well, I'll leave you the key, and then when you finish, lock up and bring the key back in the morning. All was well. So then I get this urgent text, and I sort of said, well, I'm sort of busy at the moment, and it's a bit difficult. Anyway, locked out. So I just want some witnesses. It wasn't my fault. Is that all right? Failing that, if anybody's got any Airbnb on offer tonight, I might be in need. Good news is I had another text. She went next door to the neighbour and made sure she could get in. So what this heating engineer has done to the door, I do not know, but a lesson for us all, I think, when we do so. So it is a privilege to be with you in the magnificent setting of Lincoln Cathedral to celebrate the achievements all those who are graduating tonight. Today is a day you'll remember for the rest of your lives, when all your hard work over recent years is publicly recognised. I know you'll be proud to have your families with you, as well as the tutors who've supported you through many challenges. We're also joined by the college governors and a host of civic dignitaries from Lincolnshire and beyond to mark this special occasion. Every single student has their own personal story, their own reason for embarking on a particular course, and their own journey to complete it successfully. You'll also have your own hopes for the future, which for some will be a first step into the world of work, with all its exciting possibilities. For others, it may be a career change, or further study, or returning to an existing job with new skills and perspectives. Whatever your next step, one thing is certain. In the fast-changing modern world, good qualification and skills are more important than ever before. You've achieved those, and I'm sure many of you will celebrate tonight with all the enthusiasm you put into your studies, perhaps more. On a personal note, it's a particular pleasure for me to be here tonight, as I am also a college graduate. In the distant days of my youth, I've done what you've all done and decided against going to university. Instead, I went to college to train in hotel management before later returning to my family business as an arable and cattle farmer. Along the way, I became passionate about local politics and was elected to Lincolnshire County Council back in 1993, representing a rural area near Bourne. In 2005, at a great time of great turmoil for the County Council, I was chosen as council leader, the post I'm still fortunate enough to hold today. It's a role that enables me to try and make a real difference to all the lives of Lincolnshire's 750,000 residents. Coming from a Lincolnshire family and having lived in the county almost all my life, that's an honour which I never take for granted. So why did I decide to go to college when many people expected me to go to a traditional university? In a nutshell, university simply wasn't for me. I was set on the farming life, but happy to follow my father's advice and also get another string to my bow, as he put it. That management training has stood me in very good stead over many years, particularly in my current leadership role. Over the last couple of decades, under successive governments, more young people than ever before have been encouraged to opt for a university education. However, there's now a welcome recognition that a higher education and other routes offer just as many possibilities, perhaps more. In the Lincoln College Group, for example, there are 3 superb campuses in Lincoln itself, Gainsborough and Newark. The sites all provide top quality education, training and apprenticeships to around 9,000 students, including 3,000 pursuing their dreams full time. Looking to the wider world, Lincoln College International runs highly successful female and technical training colleges in Saudi Arabia. It's also partnered with architecture and accountancy colleges in China, a wonderful example of global Britain in action. In the decades ahead, as we forge a future outside of the EU, we need to look to that wider world with confidence. We also need talented graduates like you to launch businesses, build homes, transform social care, and even defend our country. On that subject, I was hugely impressed when your new Air and Defence Career College was launched in 2016, alongside the RAF and aerospace firms. It's also superb that you've got a construction career college in Gainsborough with the Gelder Group, another top construction firm. In total, I believe you now work with more than 1,000 local businesses, which help shape courses and provide vital work experience opportunities. It's all a long way from the foundation of the forerunner of Lincoln College way back in 1886. And who knows what's still to come, particularly for you as graduates, including many at the start of their working lives. So what makes the Lincoln College Group stand out from the crowd as a superb education and skills provider? There are endless opportunities for those willing to seize those opportunities with both hands, and I know that includes all of you. So what does make Lincoln College Group stand out? Without a doubt, it's a commitment to excellence and the well-being of its students, whatever study route they followed. As I've mentioned, there's also an excellent relationship with local businesses, the local business community, to the deep and lasting benefit of both. There's a sheer breadth of courses on offer, including the higher education qualifications you've all achieved. In the areas of health and fitness, students have trained in herbal medicine, acupuncture, sports therapy, coaching, counselling, and other disciplines. Others have opted for computer science, photography, or travel and tourism. There's accounting, health and social care, engineering, business, education and training, plus 2 different management diplomas. With all these qualifications and others too numerous to mention, tonight's graduates will take their skills into every corner of local life. And I hope that some of you, either now or in the future, will think about a career in local government, either here in Lincolnshire or elsewhere in the country. At first sight, it isn't the most glamorous career choice, and it's often dismissed as safe, perhaps boring. But nothing could be further from the truth. As I've said, I feel honoured as leader of Lincolnshire County Council to try and improve the lives of all the county's residents. For the youngest and their families, we offer health visiting support and children's centres. We have a county-wide network of high-achieving schools. We provide school and college transport. We support those with special educational needs and disabilities. For the general population, we maintain 5,500 miles of road and invest in major projects for the future. We promote jobs and prosperity through economic development, including tourism. We support public health to keep people well and help reduce crime and antisocial behaviour in our communities. For our growing older population, we provide social care support, enabling as many as possible to carry on living independently in their own homes, alongside partners in the health sector. In everything we do, we try and improve the lives of local people, particularly the most vulnerable. If you want to join us in that, we would be delighted to have you, as new graduates with skills and enthusiasm we're always looking to attract. While always putting your career first, perhaps you might also think about standing for election as a local councillor at parish, town, district or county level. Whatever your politics, or if you just want to speak up for your community, irrespective of party, local democracy depends on people getting involved. That's particularly true for young people who have been traditionally underrepresented on local authorities, where we need your voice to be heard. Away from local authorities, there'll be countless opportunities open to you across the public sector as a whole, such as in the health service or the police. Or perhaps the private sector is where you see yourself, setting up your own business and becoming a local entrepreneur. We also need graduates to forge a brighter high-tech future for Britain in engineering, computing, manufacture and science. Although much of my life has been dedicated to the public sector, I have always had the highest regard for private enterprise as a wealth producer of the nation. Without it, we couldn't sustain the services on which we all rely, and business should never be taken for granted. Indeed, it should be actively supported, not least through skills training, the area where Lincoln College Group so excels. So what do I personally like to see in new members of staff, in addition to qualification and dedication? In every walk of life, I think a commitment to teamwork goes a very long way. As council leader, I'm head of an executive of leading councillors, including Colin here, similar to the Cabinet and national government. It's our job to set the council's overall budget and policy direction, and that involves a lot of discussion, sometimes quite heated. But eventually we always reach agreement, and we never forget that we're a team working towards a shared goal alongside all our council colleagues and partner organisations. It also helps to keep a sense of perspective, and just as important, a sense of humour for when the going gets tough. Think about what value you bring to the organisation, and aim to be the kind of colleague others enjoy working with for your personal qualities as well as your skills. Also be flexible and willing to change, as today's young people will almost certainly have several different careers before they retire. In the workplace, as life in general, we all have bad days, but never let them knock you off track. Keep doing the right things. Above all, keep working hard, and you'll have far more good days than bad ones. That's when you can really make a difference in your working life, which is what a fulfilling job is all about. Last but not least, and whatever you're doing, don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Remember what you're trying to achieve that day, that week, that month, that year, even that decade, and keep striving for it. You'll get there in the end, just as you successfully graduated today, in spite of all the obstacles that you've had to overcome. Once again, many congratulations on your achievements, and thank you for inviting me to share this special occasion with you.
Councillor, thank you very much indeed, again, for your support this evening and for all year round on behalf of the County Council that you lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost there. I suspect, like me, you're feeling a little thirsty, so I hope you'll join us afterwards for some refreshments. Before we go, I'd like to thank everybody that's played a part in making today happen. There have been lots and lots of people toiling away for the last few days, actually, but then today to make it happen. So I wonder if everyone here present would join me in a round of applause for those that have put it together. I thanked earlier all of my staff, and I meant it. I would just like to pay particular mention to all of the teaching staff. It is a tough time in education. I say it for the second time this evening, unapologetically, and they toil all year round in order to create the best opportunities for our learners to learn. So again, I wonder if I could ask all of the room here today to just join me in a round of applause for our teaching staff. And yes, I am dying on the inside for calling this place a room. Yes, I heard myself say that out loud. So, ladies and gentlemen, my three asks. Let's just finish with a quick reflection on my three asks. One, to enjoy the evening, celebrate the evening. So the evening's not over. We're going to go across in a few moments. We're going to exit through the west door, and we hope that you'll join us for a drink at the castle, another wonderful part of our city. And that's a change to what we've done in the past. So we're trying something new this year. As we've tried other things with the videos, bringing this event to life, with Penny from the CIPD, demonstrating our close links to the professions for whom we create people to go into and work. And we're going to see more of that in years to come. So my first ask was to enjoy the event, and I hope that you have and that you will. My second ask was to help us to serve you. We're clear about our mission. We're clear about our vocation. Our job is to serve you, our community here in Lincoln, in Gainsborough, and in Newark, and we ask most humbly for your help. Most humbly for your help. And then finally, for our students, not to think of this as the end of a journey, but the beginning of your future, and to stay in touch with us and help us to serve you further. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to process out now. All of the people here on the stage with me will lead off, and then our students will follow. If you could just wait for the students to gather and follow us outside. One of my favorite bits of the evening is about to happen, where we applaud the students into the night. And then we'll go across and enjoy the rest of the evening. That concludes the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed.